Hey, we are live, slippy slide. Oh, oh, guys, I can't help myself but to dance. You know how I am. I'm trying to get this like right here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is your host, Roberta Spate, aka Miss Burt with Dreams Empowerment Network. Y'all, can I tell you? I'm just so excited about what is happening all last week, and today is our last and final segment for the Women Empower webinar series. Woo! Can I tell you, we didn't have some powerful speakers, guys. So before I even get started, I want you guys to go share, and I'm going to do that myself. Share this broadcast. We don't want anybody to miss my girl Contessa. Let me tell you. When we together, it's nothing but trouble. Okay? So you guys go share this. Share. If you know someone specifically, go share that on their timeline. And I'm going to do that because my friend had asked me to share it on her timeline for her. All right. Look, today's segment and this afternoon segment is sponsored by no other than Lynette Michelle Howard of Extreme Beauty Studios. She is a mobile makeup artist that holds workshops, 101 for basic beats. And I'm sorry, I said that wrong. She holds one-on-one workshops as a group and basic beat one-on-one training. So check her out, Lynette Michelle Howard on Facebook. Thank you for sponsoring this segment and this evening segment. Y'all, can I tell you, I got one of my favorite returning participants in the Women Empower webinar series for 2019. She's just an awesome woman that I know that I can depend on. I call her magical because let me tell you, this woman here, to know her is to love her. That's all I got to say. To know her is to love her. She's always, lending a hand wherever she can. She's always have a good disposition, and she knows so much, y'all. So much. So today, I asked her, hey, Contessa, could you be on this for me? And no doubt she was like, sure, what you need me to do? I need more friends like that. What you need me to do? Without even asking what it's about, what do you need me to do? So I can just fit in and help you wherever you need. And I appreciate that, Contessa. I appreciate that. So without further ado,
You're so excited about this. You can't even get the words.
Yes, God. So this is my cyber hug time.
And for it to be a Monday.
Yes, a Monday.
People are like, they're always crying and whining about Mondays. But I woke up this morning and said, I'm about to spend my Monday with one of my favorite people. And that made it all better.
Yes, it does. So guys, just to let you know, my son is home for break. He has his buddy, his teammate here. So you might hear a little noise in a few minutes. You might even hear the dog bark. Just keep on listening to these powerful points that we're going to talk about and work with me. Even though I told them, people forget, especially at the age of 20. So we just going to check it up and keep it moving. So Contessa, welcome. I feel everybody always say welcome.
You know what? I do that too. Either welcome, or hello. And it's always in threes, like always. Did we mention that we cut up when we're together? We cut up when we're together. You're going to learn some stuff. You're also going to laugh and feel good and all that. So get all this energy. Just get it.
Yes. Woo, 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 woo. Yes, when we get together, we just cut up. I think we probably need to get together more often. So we won't cut up as much, but we still
We,
cut up.
we can't help.
Yes, Contessa, let's get going. Let's um, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're going to talk about today. You
So,
know, we're
so
excited about this.
I have been an entrepreneur for, I had to think about this, like 5 years. It's close to 5 years that I have been out here being an entrepreneur, kind of doing my thing, helping people. That's what I tell people. I mean, you can call it whatever you want to. I call myself a healer, a mentor, but basically I'm here to help you feel whole, no matter what that looks like and whatever that definition is for you. So even if you have your own business, even if you have a job, there are still relationships that need to be healed. There you have your mental health, you have your physical health, you have your spiritual health, you have your sexual health. All these things make you feel whole. And if something's missing somewhere, it's going to impact all these other areas of your life. And so that's why when we talk about meditations, I'm going to talk about meditations and businesses and how meditation can help you. But you're like, but meditation is spiritual. Yeah, but if you spend those few moments with yourself and with your higher power, it will impact all these different areas. It'll
Yeah.
impact how you relate to each other. It'll impact the things that you do on your job and in your business. It will impact how you relate to your children and to your spouse or your partner. All these things it will impact. And so that's why I talk about this, like meditate, spend those few moments. First thing in the morning, if you can, just take that time out. So that's what we're going to talk about, meditation and business and how kind of this all works together. And probably some of the BS that you've heard about meditation, that isn't even true.
Yes. I mean, when I would hear, especially in the church, take the word and meditate on it. Well, what does that mean? I'd be like, everybody, take time to meditate. God, I don't know. I'm going to need somebody to clear this up. But as I started to grow spiritually, looking beyond the four church walls of what spirituality meant to me and how I can tap into the energy to make myself feel better, think better. How do I do that? And so your point is your topic today is right on point. Meditation for business success and more, because I found out personally for myself when I learned what meditation was really. It's not, that woo-woo people were like, woo, what are they saying? Kind of thing. But it's channeling your energy and your vibrations to get, for me, is to get me to a level that I can function. I feel good about myself. I feel good about my surroundings, and just starting my day off positive. And like you said, whether you're connecting to your heart, your higher power source, whatever that may be for you, that is for you. Maybe Muslim, Christian, whatever your higher power means to you. And that is something that I had to learn for myself. What is a higher power? How do I connect more? How do I make that relationship so I won't get out of the bed so grumpy, and my rest of my day is like, it's like whatever. And it has been a ongoing journey. It's not a one thing, I found my relationship now with Christ, or I found my relationship with the universe, or whatever, or Buddha, or whatever it is. It's not a one thing, a one wonder hit. It's an ongoing thing. And like you said, how it just transcends across your personal and your business relationships.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And taking that time out to rediscover, to ask questions, to read and to research about what spirituality means to you, because it's personal. How you feel about your spirituality and your higher power can vary completely different than how I feel and how I think. And allow yourself to grow in that, because you may read something tomorrow and be like, oh, I believe something different, or I believe a little bit more, a little bit less on that, or maybe I said something when I shouldn't have. But it's okay to evolve in your belief system. Just like, when you're working out, you're going to start off at one level and you're eventually going to work yourself up to different levels.
Yeah.
And that's okay to change your mind about what you believe.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm guessing as I'm getting older, I begin to question everything around that I've learned, because it suited me at that point of my life. Now that I'm on a different part of the journey, I want to know different answers to maybe the same questions. But like I said, dig in a little bit more of the same question. Who is God? What does spiritual mean to me? What does meditation mean to me? What does death mean to me? Is it the end of all ends, or what? So I'm going through, like I said, it's not just a one hit wonder, but it's a journey. And I continue to study and reading and studying the Quran. I'm versifying myself in all the different quote unquote religion beliefs and things of that nature. And there's nothing wrong with being educational or knowledge about life. We look at Mother Teresa and the Pope and all these people of different nationalities and beliefs. Oh yeah, I like that. What she said. For me, it's a dig deeper. I like it, but why did she say that? How, what is it that maybe it can serve me?
Right. What can I learn from this? How can I apply this now in my life? How can I use this to help other people, to help my community? Sometimes we're so focused on helping the world. What can you do to help out your next door neighbor?
Yes. I think the first thing is to be whole for self, to be able to help anyone else. At least working on yourself.
Because being whole, again, that's a journey. And you may be like, yeah, man, you know what? I got this. This part of my life is healed. Yeah, but what about all these other things over here? And so you're working on this, and then you're working on that, and you're working on that. And now that you reach this level, something else is going to pop up back down here that you
absolutely.
And so it's okay to be a work in progress, because isn't that why we're here?
Yes. But don't use that as an excuse. I have a pet peeve when people, start sitting off and saying all kinds of things. It's like, I'm a work in progress. That don't excuse you for your behavior. Not with me anyway. I'm just throwing that out there.
That's spiritual bypassing. Like, I'm just going to blame everybody else and not do the work on me. I'm like, no, boo. You need to do some work on you, but they're not going to do it until they're ready, or if life hands them enough mess for them to realize that there's something you need to do to work on you.
Yes.
You keep going through the same thing over and over again. It's not them.
Right. I was just thinking about that today. So, before we actually came on, I thought we're gonna get to the meat and potatoes, guys. We are, but bear with us. I was just thinking about that before we went on, and I thought about, I'm a very likable person. If a person doesn't like me, that's their shit. that's their shit. That's something did wrong, you know, and got guilty for. Because if it's anything I did, I'm gonna come to you and say, what is it that I did, and work it out with you to see, oh, maybe you just totally misunderstood, what I said. That's me, and I don't really accept that energy in my in my circle. If somebody going around talking bad about me, that's their shit. It ain't mine. And so I don't absorb that energy. I don't let that bother me, because I am at peace with me when I know that I've done all that I could to, um, bring that relationship to a point of healing.
Right.
So,
Right.
but we're
And
gonna,
that's good with you. Some
yeah,
people are assholes, and there's nothing you can do about that. I was like, that's how they're going to be. That's how they're going to interact with you. And you have to be able to say, this person, sometimes people aren't toxic. Sometimes people just don't get along with you, and you just let that be.
yep.
As nice, as wonderful as I am, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I ain't too worried about it.
Exactly. Okay. Oh, we got my girl Naima. She
Hey,
said, I love that. Don't use that I'm a work in progress as an excuse for your shitty Ruby.
or astrology, like, I'm a Scorpio, so this is how I'm gonna behave. It's like, you got all these other signs mixed in with your natal chart too. Where are all they at? Yeah. They're all mixed up in there too. So don't use that as an excuse to be a terrible person.
Yes.
You don't have to be.
No, you don't. Look, guys, before we get really dive into the meat, I want you guys to share the video. Share the video. We don't want anybody to miss this segment or tonight's segment. Again, this segment, today's and the 8 o'clock segment, is sponsored by Lynette Michelle Howard of Extreme Beauty Studios. She's a mobile makeup artist that provides workshops, one-on-one basic beats for groups, as well as one-on-one basic beat training. So if you want to get in contact with Lynette Michelle Howard, you can find her on Facebook. Thank you for our sponsors. Yay! We had some wonderful sponsors all last week. So thank you, Lynette, for sponsoring this segment. So, hey guys, look, we're about to jump in. Get your paper and pencil. Again, I'm not going to keep these webinars up too much longer. I didn't take the ones down from last week, so you still got time. Go register. Go to dreamsempowermentnetwork.org and go to About Us. It's the first thing up there at the Dropbox. So it's 2019 2019 Women in Power webinar series. Click that. Make sure you register for tonight's webinar, and that way you will get all the links to all the ones from last week and today, because I am going to take them down off of Facebook, and they have been really powerful ones. I'm telling you, man. Anywho, go check them out for yourself. And guys, look, if you want to be considered for the next round of webinars, inbox me, Roberta Elliott Spate, or go to the Dreams Empowerment Network Facebook page. Contact me there. Look, how can I get a part of this? How can I be a sponsor? We have so many things that we can offer you guys out there, but all things is not free, but it's just a small investment. And I mean, very small. Am I right, Contessa?
Yes, very, very small.
Very small.
It's definitely something you want to be a part of. Again, this is my second time, and I'll always be here for you no matter what it is that you need.
Yes, thank you so much. So now that I got all of that out of the way, let's bring in the 5 ways of meditation for success, for business success, and more.
All right, so the first thing that I want to say is get rid of everything you've ever heard about meditation. All of that probably is wrong. Like, have you heard things like you have to sit and meditate for a long period of time? Have you ever heard you have to sit down and clear your mind? They call it your monkey mind. Clear your monkey mind so there's nothing in there. Has that worked for you?
No,
it doesn't work. Most of us don't have 2 to 3 hours a day to meditate. Do you? I don't. Most of us can't clear our mind, especially now we have work and kids and bills and all this stuff going on. So what I want you to do is say, get rid of that. Get rid of that. If you want to start your meditation practice to help you in your business life and more, start with 5 minutes. Start with 5 minutes. I suggest 5 minutes every day because you want to start to create the habit. You want to start creating those pathways in your brain. But all you need is 5 minutes. And you know how you can get those 5 minutes? And instead of logging on Facebook in the morning, I know, I do it too. I am guilty of this too. First thing in the morning, what you do is you grab your phone or your tablet or whatever. You check emails, you check Facebook, make sure you ain't missed nothing because
Yes.
there's so much out there. Don't. If you need to reach for something, reach for your phone and pull out that 5-minute meditation app. There are hundreds, thousands of meditation apps that you can use.
Yeah.
Sit there and look, don't lay down, sit up. You don't have to lay down. You don't even have to close your eyes. You don't even have to close your eyes to meditate. You can leave your eyes open and spend that 5 minutes with you and your higher power or your higher self. So that's the first thing.
Well, I know with me, I had to break that habit, Contessa. I had to break that habit of first thing I roll over, I open my eyes, I grab my cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And before I know it, I just spend 45 minutes on Facebook in the bed.
Yes.
And that could be, and I'm probably up before most people. So I'm seeing like, stuff they posted at 11 or 12 or something like that. There are people like still not up. I'm usually up like at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm reading, I'm like, okay, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna put the phone all the way down at the end of the bed. And in the morning, when you open your eyes, you're gonna, give thanks. You're gonna sit here, you're gonna sit up, you're gonna give thanks, you're gonna take that time out to meditate, and rejuvenate and set your intentions for the day. So
Absolutely.
I had to try to break myself out of that cycle of, okay, my husband's going to work, kiss, okay, bye, roll over and grab the phone and spend, 45 to an hour just scrolling on Facebook.
Right. And you're receiving all of that nonsense that people posted at 11 o'clock at night, at 12 o'clock, at 2 o'clock in the morning. You are reading and focusing on that instead of focusing on what do I need today? How can I help people today? What is my message for today? Those are the things that we should be focused on first thing in the morning. And you talked about gratitude. And gratitude, you can do those in so many different ways when you meditate. Like you said, you can sit there and start thinking about, I'm so thankful for this. I'm so thankful for that. Writing, journaling is a form of meditation. So you just don't have to sit there and be still.
Mm-hmm.
You can write in a journal all those wonderful things that you're grateful for your day, for your business, your children, whatever it is that you have. For those who like to get up and exercise first thing in the morning, it's okay, go out and walk. Walking is a form of meditation.
Yes. I used to love walking out until I got chased by the dog. But
We just go walk someplace different now.
yeah, get out and walk. But I like to. It's going when I was a little bit younger. I used to run down by the waterfront. It was so relaxing, just to clear my mind. Like you said, it's just being in nature and hearing the water or seeing the water. People being relaxed. It calmed me down and kind of
Yes.
centered me to where I wanted to be. So, like you said, like walking or running or exercising, those are the things that now I have reincorporated into my life is taking that time and exercise in the morning instead of once I do um, my prayer meditation, I get up, I go get dressed, I go downstairs, and I get on the bike.
Mm-hmm.
And so not only that, now that my mind is focused for the day and what I want to accomplish, now I have the energy that I need to get some of the work done that I need to get done.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that helps you with your creativity. It helps you with focus. It helps you with your emotions during the day. So you're not going off on everybody all day long and having to write out that email, then delete half of it and get off on everybody. Okay. You'll learn how to do breathing exercises when you feel that anxiety come up. You'll learn how to say your mantras or your affirmations when you're not feeling worthy or good enough for something that you're called to do. When you hear those voices in your head that tells you that you can't and you're going to fail, you know how now to replace those with more positive things because you did it this morning. You spoke the truth about you, your business, your career, your children, your partner, all those things. And so as things come to attack you during the day, you know how to deal with those. Because they will come.
They will come. You're absolutely right. They will come.
This is so good. I love talking about those things, And again, get rid of those things that you've heard about meditation. Right now I have all the smoke is incense. And so you can use if you want something to focus on, light a candle, stare at that, and do your mantras or your affirmations, or just think about your space and everything around you and look at those things. These are empowerment cards. There are affirmation cards. There are scripture cards. There are tarot cards. There are oracle cards. There's all kind of different cards. And if you absolutely want something to focus on during the day, take out your cards, shuffle them. And these aren't spiritual spooky. These are empowerment cards, okay? These are empowerment cards. No one's going to go to hell because I'm shuffling these. And you just shuffle them and just think about, what do I need to know today? What do I need to know today? And then just pick a card. Pick any card because none of them's wrong. Just pick a card. And so, my card, prosperity, which is a great subject to talk about when you're talking about your business.
Yep.
And it says here, focus on the positive and more good will come. Give thanks for blessings and they will multiply. Prosperity begins in the mind. And so now, since I picked this card and I read it, I can focus on positivity all day long as I'm going through stuff, as I have a moment, as I'm riding in the elevator, as I'm driving, or just have a moment to myself. I can focus on prosperity and what that means for me and start calling in those good things. It starts in the mind.
Yes.
It starts in the mind. What are you saying about your business? How do you feel about your business? If you're at a point where you hate your business and your clients are irritating you, that's a sign. That's a sign that you have stopped doing and thinking about why you started this.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the beginning. Start with those thoughts. What do you think every time you pick up the phone? What do you think every time you answer an email? What do you think every time you get to your office? What are the first thoughts? Oh, I gotta deal with these dumbass people again. Like that's real talk. That's real talk. So before you go in, before you pick up that phone, before you start answering emails, before you have to interact, like I usually don't interact with people before noon. That's just my thing. You have to be very special for me to interact because I'm preparing myself for my day.
Yeah.
I'm doing my daily rituals. I'm doing my meditating. I'm doing my self-care. I'm doing all those things that get me started during the day. So in that 5 minutes before I have to talk to somebody, if you're into visualization, visualize how you want this conversation to go. Visualize you winning. Visualize them saying yes. Visualize them signing that contract. It only takes 5 minutes. If you got 30 seconds, it only takes 30 seconds. You know, this is what practical meditation looks like. And anyone can do it. Any belief system, any faith system, this is all available for you so that you can be the best version of yourself each and every day.
Yes, yes. Okay, let's go to number 2.
I think I did like 4 of them in that one.
I was thinking that.
I'm like, did I go through all my points in one? That's, you know me, I can't do stuff like I'm supposed to. I'm like, we just gonna get it all in.
That's okay. Just touch back on whatever one you want as number 2.
All right, so let's go back to types of meditations, and I talked about it. And so there's all different types of ways that you can meditate. You don't have to sit there cross-legged, back straight, eyes closed, in complete silence. You know why? Because you're going to start thinking about all those things you're not supposed to think about. You're going to start thinking about your bills and your kids and work and all that stuff. So try this. Instead of not thinking about it, go ahead and think about those things. Let those things run through your mind. And then at the end, think, okay, it's out of my head. I don't have to think about it anymore. And now I'm going to purposely put other things in my head. That bill that I'm thinking about, I already know ways that I can pay it. I already know ways to bring in money. I already know who I need to talk to make a payment arrangement if I need to. That no longer has to give me anxiety. I'm worried about my kid. Okay, I already know that they're taken care of because I don't have to worry about what's going on because my higher power already got it and it's given me the answer for it. I'm worried about whatever's going on in my business. Okay, so what can I do today? One thing that I can do today to make my anxiety a little less. Do I need to make some phone calls? Do I need to come up with a different marketing plan? And if so, what can I do today? It's all about what can I do today? Tomorrow is fine. What can I do today? And so much that moment, we're just going to focus on today. So being in that moment, being in your anxiety, being in your fear, being in your thoughts is a form of meditation. You don't have to ignore those thoughts in your head. Just embrace it.
Gotcha.
That's hard for some people to do. It's like these thoughts are in your head for a reason. What are you going to do about it?
Yes, but I'm not going to let them take over. I had to learn that too. That it just just took over my thoughts, my emotions, and then I'm like still feeling the same as I did when I closed my eyes to meditate.
But the question is, why are these things running over and over in your head? Most of the time they're running over and over in your head because you're not actually doing something about it in the physical.
Right.
You're ignoring it. And so it's going over and over in your head because you're not actually doing something about it.
Exactly. I'm just thinking about them, and thinking worry, fear, all of that stuff. And then I become, then I have anxiety and I don't, then I don't want to do anything that I don't.
No, you don't. but you can do something. We
So,
can all do something. And a lot of times, especially as entrepreneurs and as women, the answer is call on your help.
mm-hmm.
Call on your help. We are accustomed, I have to do it all myself. I have to do it all myself. We have, strong Black woman syndrome. Got to do it all ourselves. And no, you have people who are assigned to help you, but we can't help unless you ask for it.
Woo, say that again. Say that again. I can't hear you.
There are people assigned to help you. I did a post on Facebook the other day talking about I was that type of woman who didn't have a lot of women friends. And it wasn't them, it was me. I was the reason why I didn't have a lot of friends who were women. There was something in me. I couldn't trust them because I couldn't trust me. I couldn't be around them and their husbands because you ain't want me around their husbands. There was something in me I needed to fix in order so I could have better relationships with women. Well, every time I get into these collaborations, people steal from me. They don't do this, they don't do that. That's not them. There's something wrong with your process.
Well, something must be wrong with my process then.
There's something wrong with your process. How are your forms?
I'm not ashamed to admit when I think that I am part of the issue. And then exploring what part of the issue I am before it gets cancerous and goes through my whole entire business and processes.
It is, because a lot of us in business, and I'm gonna hurt some people's feelings, don't know how to run a business. We don't know how to, we know what to do with our passion. We're very passionate about this, but we have zero business skills.
Mm-hmm.
And so we don't have some basic things in order to protect us as business women or business people. We don't. Our forms are not in place. We don't have lead generation. We don't have the bare minimum in order to have a business. We don't have a separate business banking account.
Right.
We don't have any of these things in place. And so we're going out here doing all these great and wonderful things, and we just leave ourselves open to be abused by other people. When in your meditation time, you heard that voice tell you to get your shit together. You just haven't done it yet. And so you're wondering, why isn't this working? They told you to get it together. They've put people in front of you who have the resources that you need. You just haven't reached out to do it yet. Oh, I can't do that yet because I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do that. None of this is going to grow because you haven't given it the proper fertilizer that it needed. Mm-hmm. And so you're just going to continue to fail until you go back and do those things.
Yeah.
That's just basic business 101.
Is, for me, is not feeling guilty. If someone says, hey, Bert, like when you came, it's like, what do you need me to do for the Black Authors thing? And I was like, X, Y, Z. And you're like, okay, no problem. I had it for you. I felt guilty. Yes. I felt guilty in giving it to you. Because even though you offered, I'm like, I know she has other things to do. She has her own businesses that you're running. Maybe I shouldn't give it to her. I felt guilty that I released it so I can do other things. And I had a lot of other things to, deal with, because I am the face of the Black Authors Expo. And so I needed to, talk to the people who registered and make that relationship start growing in that relationship and, having that trust in that relationship. And I couldn't do it because I had that and I, dealing with the stage and dealing with all this stuff. So I even, my cousin Lisa, I said, can you help me? That took a lot out of me to say, can you just help me? She's like, well, what do you want me to do? And I'm like, can you just deal with the stage part? Can you, help, facilitate everybody getting, set up and things in their places? With my volunteers, same thing. but I wanted to go back and like touch everything. Like, no, 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 I have to release that. And so for me, it was almost a guilt that I did not continue to take on those responsibilities, even though people, like yourself came to me. It's like, what can I do? How can I help? And to be able to release those things, and so that I can focus and work on my specific gift in
Yes.
helping people.
To stay in your specific lane where you excel. How many people do you think Oprah has working for her?
Right.
Right. She can't do all that herself at
Absolutely.
all and do the things that she is great at. You need other people to make you great. You need other people to make you great. When you go and stand up on stage, Lynette's there doing your makeup. You need her to make you great.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So ask for people to help you be great. There are people waiting to help you. That's their gift. They're waiting to use their gift on you. So when you're sitting there in your meditation time, in your own time, for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, or however you have, and you hear them say, go ask for help. When you hear them say, stay in your lane, when you hear, get your processes in order, automate. Don't be afraid to do something new. Stop using paper and go digital and in the cloud. These are things, and a lot of times it's not that you didn't hear it, you're not taking action.
Mm-hmm.
I hear a lot of people say, I used to hear so clearly and now I don't hear anymore. I'd stop talking to you too if you stop listening.
Say that again. I got somebody on the timeline to need to hear that. Say that again.
I'd stop talking to you too if you're not gonna listen. Yeah, we do this with our kids. We're gonna tell our kids something, we're gonna tell them, and when you gonna stop telling them? I'm not talking to you anymore. You're not doing what I asked, so I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. If you are one of those people who spent time and now you don't hear anything and you don't feel anything and you feel like God's spirit, the universe has left you by yourself, reconnect. By saying, I'm ready to hear. I'm ready to feel. I'm ready to have a conversation. What do you want me to do today in this moment?
Okay, Dawn has been trying to keep up with us.
I'm sorry, Dawn. I'm sorry. I misbehave all the time. And I thought about writing down my 5 points and giving it to y'all, and I should have done that so you can keep up. Just know that this is one of these webinars where you're just gonna have to take notes because it's just gonna come at you. Because I'm gonna say what I hear.
Right.
And what it is I'm saying, someone needs to hear.
Yes.
So we're not just talking about meditations. It's going to be all kinds of stuff because that's what you get when you're with me.
And the and more part.
And more. Yeah, that's the and more. That's the and.
That's the and more. Look, guys. Share the video. I know we're dropping some good nuggets here. Good nuggets. Share the video. Again, thank you. Sponsor Lynette Michelle Howard with Extreme Beauty Studios, who is our mobile makeup artist, hosting workshop 101 basic group workshops and 101 basic training. You can connect with her on Facebook, Lynette Michelle Howard. Thank you, sponsor. Look, guys, like I said, when Contessa and I, we get together, we are just like off the chain. It's just the energy. And I was looking at Naima. Oh my God, if I threw her in here, we probably shut Facebook down.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Shut Facebook down. Oh my goodness. But look, I hope you guys are really, really understanding the importance of meditation. Like Contessa said, It's not, just always with your legs crossed, yoga style, legs crossed, eyes closed. It can be in many forms. It could be, running. It could be journaling. It could be walking. It could be with your eyes closed. It could be with your eyes open. So meditation comes in different forms. It could be, like I said, journaling, writing, um,
Go to
walking,
YouTube.
running.
YouTube has thousands. There's guided meditations. There's meditations for all types of things. So if you're feeling anxious, there's meditations that you can listen to for anxiety. There's meditation you can listen to specifically for your business, meditations for moms, meditations for weight loss, meditations for romance, meditations for whatever it is that you're listening to. And meditations, affirmations, mantras, you can kind of use them interchangeably.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're on YouTube, they use them interchangeably. Um, even as far as depending on where you are in your spiritual walk, activations, activating certain energies within you to
Mm-hmm.
help you do whatever it is that you need to do during the day. All these things are a form of meditation. And so the number one thing that I want you to take away from it, find whatever works for you. Whatever works for you, work with that. I don't do visualizations because I don't visualize very well in my head. So they don't work for me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wake up in the morning and close my eyes because I'm going to go back to sleep. So that's real talk. That doesn't work for me. Do what works for you. Your meditation practice doesn't have to look like anyone else. And if you have a specific need, like inbox me and I'll be happy to give you resources to help you start your journey, because all I'm asking today is for you to start. That's it. Just start your journey and stick with it for the next month, for 4 weeks, to create that habit and then see where it can take you, and watch how things change in your life. There's no way for you to meditate 5 minutes every single day and nothing changes.
Right.
Something is going to change. And most of the time, you probably won't even notice. Other people around you will. Oh my gosh, you seem so much calmer. You're glowing today. I love that smile. Look, people are going to want to talk to you and spend time with you because your energy changes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I know with me, I always, talk about myself because that's the only thing I could talk about is my experience. And maybe my experience can share light on, some of the questions that you're wondering. So for me, breaking that habit of rolling over, grabbing my phone, checking Instagram, checking Facebook, spending all those times and actually meditating and start to it helped me to feel better in tackling what needs to be done. I no longer start putting off stuff. I had the energy, like I said, the focus in doing what I can sit down and focus on what I need to focus on and get it done. And also, I started to practice how to manifest stuff into my life. And I'm a visualizer, always been, that didn't really realize that I had that ability to have that great, clear visualization until I got older and looked back on how I, won medals and stuff in track and field. So I started to apply that into my life now and back in my 20s and 30s to accomplish certain things. So I'm a very visual person, and I can visualize how things are and how I want it to be. And so for me, I start to manifest certain things. I spent that time in meditation and manifestation and things of that nature. At first, I didn't realize it. People would say, "Oh, you have this glow. Oh, you seem so much happier. Oh," and it was because I started to spend that time meditating and praying in the morning instead of feeding myself when I first wake up with junk and going to sleep with junk. And that includes looking at the news and, reading the paper, or, reading emails, or watching television that have all the killing and shooting and, doing whatever to women and stuff. And I'm like filling all of myself up with that stuff. That stuff is really heavy. And so go to sleep with that. I wake up with that. I'm feeding myself with that. That just had me in a just level kind of mode. I really couldn't focus. I really wasn't happy. I'm happy, but I'm not. Just going through so much. But once I start to take that time out and meditate in the morning, or prayer, I had that prayer.
And all that can all be lumped together as one thing.
Yes.
Just spending that time with you. And I do higher power like this. It all depends on what you believe. Either your higher powers out there or in you.
Right. And it has changed my life. It has changed me tremendously. And like I said, focusing and getting things done.
Being creative.
And And I got to hone that in though, because sometimes I'll be like, woo, I can do this. I can do this. Like, no.
You can't do it all right now. You can do all those things, just not right now.
Yeah. Okay. But that takes I don't want to say you train, but you train your mind to focus and concentrate, and learn how to concentrate and discipline. That's where I want to.
It's discipline. It's mostly discipline, because we're so busy chasing out the next thing. It's like you get this great idea and you're working on this project, and then tomorrow when you're meditating, you come up with another idea. Oh, I'm going to do the new idea. Nah, boo. Mm-hmm. Finish the idea that you write it down, put it in your idea pile, and finish what you started.
Yes.
And that takes discipline.
It does.
Because there's going to be hard stuff that you're going to need to do. There's going to be stuff that you don't want to do in this project. And it's so easy to leave that and do the fun stuff of the new project. Mm-hmm. And that's why we failing, because we don't want to do the hard stuff, the boring stuff. We don't want to make sales calls. We don't want to create a brochure. We don't want to send out emails. We don't want to follow up. We don't want to do all the boring stuff. We just want to be creative.
Yes. And that is so true. I hate the follow up. I was like, oh, and my girl, the Keisha was like, girl, you better follow up. The follow up is that's where your money at. The follow up. Like, oh.
Right.
So,
and the longer you put it off, the less money you get. So get it together.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm working on that. I'm working on just building those relationships. And how does that look? How does that feel? That's another conversation, another webinar.
But those are systems.
Yes.
Systems. If you had systems in place, if you already had it set up that your follow-up has this 3 email sequence that automatically goes out, then that's less stuff you have to do.
Yep.
But you add the time out to do the boring stuff, which means setting it up.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely right. Look, guys, our time that went so fast.
Ooh, I'm like, are we done already? I hope I gave you guys some value, even if I didn't go, this is point 1, and this is point 2, and this is point 3.
But look, I know that the energy that you guys feel is something that you need to grasp onto. Understand the importance of your time and what does meditation looks like to you. It may not look the same like mine is. Morning time. That's my prayer time, my meditation time, my mantra time. I'm eyes closed. I'm talking, I'm praying, I'm singing, I'm speaking in tongues. I'm setting my day, my intentions, my way. Like I said, it could be totally different with you guys.
Right.
So find what works for you, but start doing it. Like Contessa said, start doing it. You can do it right now after you get off of this webinar right now.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. You know, it don't have to be an hour. It don't have to be 30 minutes. It don't have to be 15 minutes. What works for you?
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes I just get in the zone.
Mm-hmm.
I just get in the zone, and I'm setting my day, my attentions. So I use my early mornings to do that.
Right.
You know, that's just me. I'm a 4:30, 5 o'clock person, a.m. I use that time to do that. And like I said, I go and start my exercising. So usually by the time people are well at work, 8 o'clock, I've already started my day. But that's just me. You can't compare your lifestyle to mine. So, you know, pick what meditation works for you, but just start and watch the difference.
Absolutely. There's definitely going to be a difference. You know, if your shower time, everybody has alone time in the shower. Use that as your meditation.
There you go.
There's always a way. Find it. And again, if you need extra help, let me know.
Yes. Look, guys, go to dreamsempowermentnetwork.org. About us, the 2019 Women in Power webinar series. Click on that. It will take you to the page where you can see all of the speakers, all of their bios, and how to connect with them. If any of them has resonated with you, contact them, reach out to them. This is why they wanted to participate. They wanted to get this information out to you to help you, to help you grow. And this is what the Women Empower webinar series is to help you in your personal and business life, right? To help you to develop and change, inspire, and encourage. You guys see how passionate I am and how excited I get when I talk about this. This is something that has always been dear and near to me, to help people who are broken and can't find their way, can't really figure it out. If I figure something out in my life and that has blessed me and changed me and molded me in a way that people, you know, are coming to me for help, and there's you over there that won't come, I got to come to you. And this is the way that I'm doing it in these webinars. I'm coming to you, and we're bringing you this information. And if it has resonated with you, go to dreamsempowermentnetwork.org. Look at the speakers. Hit their information button. Send them an email. Go on Facebook. Send them a message on Facebook. But connect, guys. Connect. This is what it's about, connecting and helping you to be the best you can be. So look, I want to again thank our sponsor for today, Lynette Michelle Howard with Extremes Beauty Studios. Connect with her. She is a mobile makeup artist. You may be having a wedding coming up. In June, July, this summer. You may have a special event you want to go to. You got prom coming up. Make sure you connect with Lynette Michelle Howard on Facebook. Extremes Beauty Studios, and let her beat your face, man. She is awesome. Go to her page. You'll see all these wonderful, beautiful women who are inside and outside beautiful, and she just put the finishing touches on you guys. So go check her out. Thank you to our sponsor. Thank you, Dawn, for hanging in there with us. I know we probably drove you absolutely crazy trying to
I'm sorry, Dawn.
I should have probably warned you, but thank you so much. I know you could have, focusing on other things. Thank you so much, Don Ferguson, for jumping in and, putting down our points. So guys, look, today was Contessa Louise, Meditation for Business Success and More. So you guys got the more and more, okay? Tonight at 8:00 p.m., Dawn Mason, 5 days to a spiritual breakthrough. 5 days to a spiritual breakthrough. So she's going to come in at 8:00. We have had a wonderful, wonderful lineup. Let me grab my paper here. We had Lisa Elliott, How to Grow Your Business with Event Marketing. We also had Doris Dancy, The Devastation of Betrayal. Alan Wilson, The Solution for Life Mastery. We had Larisha Warner, 5 Crucial Steps to Pursuing Your Divine Purpose. Don Ferguson, and Living Your Dreams Before Someone Else Does. Man, I'm telling you, those, whew, you better go look at it. Go check it out, guys. Like I said, you can always go to dreamsempowermentnetwork.org and connect with um, all of those wonderful speakers. And I thank you for your time, guys. I am out of time. It is 1:03. So thank you so much, Contessa. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you, girl. Let's do this one more again, as soon as possible. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been exciting. So look, guys, tune in tonight at 8:00 p.m. We'll have Don Mason, 5 Days to a Spiritual Breakthrough. That's all I got for you this afternoon. Remember, you have to dream big to win big. Mwah.
Mwah, 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 mwah.